Taylor Kitsch opens up the episode by sharing his intense preparation involving both physical training and hunting, passions that balance and ground him amid his hectic acting career. He emphasizes the discipline required for hunting, especially bow hunting elk in Montana's backcountry, explaining how he engages in hours-long workouts and practice sessions to condition his body. The physical rigor of drawing back an 80-pound bow for up to 3 hours daily reflects his commitment. Kitsch's description captures the adrenaline and nerve-wracking closeness of hunting, illustrating how it's more than a sport. It's a deeply bonding, almost spiritual activity that demands patience, awareness of nature, and honed skills. He recounts a memorable hunting experience with seals on a ranch where he took his first ever deer shot with an M4 rifle, a testament to his journey from a complete novice to becoming comfortable with firearms and the demands of the hunt. The story highlights the realness of hunting, tracking wounded animals, the somber responsibility of ethical kills, and the raw, gripping moments that define this pursuit. Kitsch also touches on the thrill of bow hunting for elk, where there's the tension of inching closer to a large animal in the wild, the bugling calls that send chills down one's spine, and the patience needed, sometimes for days, to get within lethal range. Transitioning to his personal life, Kitsch describes how living in Montana over the past 5 years has profoundly impacted his worldview and daily rhythms. The stark contrast from his earlier years in Austin and Los Angeles is palpable, with Montana providing a sanctuary of wilderness and solitude. His reverence for mountains and wide-open spaces comes across as almost meditative. The surrounding natural majesty is not just a backdrop, but a vital source of calm and perspective. He elaborates on how the environment shapes not only his physical routines, fly fishing, hiking, motorcycle rides, but also his mental health and creative energy. The slower pace, combined with the humbling presence of nature's power, helps dissolve the distractions and pressures of Hollywood. It's clear that Montana is more than home. It's a therapeutic landscape that fuels Kitsch's resilience and balance in his work and life. Kitsch revisits his long-standing connection to boxing, a discipline he embraced early in his career while filming in Austin. He pays tribute to Richard Lord, an older boxing coach who introduced him to the sport. The rigorous physical demands and mental focus required in boxing mirror the intensity Kitsch applies to his acting and hunting training. He discusses sparring sessions with close friends, including fellow actor Peter Bird, revealing how boxing offers a raw, no-nonsense physical outlet that sharpens his edge and keeps him honest. This aspect of Kitsch's life also underscores the importance of accountability and camaraderie, elements he finds essential in both boxing and military preparation. The training isn't just about fitness, but about mental toughness, presence, and resilience, qualities he later channels into his portrayals of military characters and high-stakes roles. One of the profound parts of the podcast focuses on Kitsch's immersive preparation for military roles, notably in Lone Survivor. His commitment to authenticity is evident in the extensive training with Navy SEALs and special operators who helped him understand combat realities, live fire exercises, tactical decision-making, and the psychological weight of warfare. Kitsch shares vivid anecdotes of live fire drills, simunition exercises, and ambush scenarios designed to simulate the chaos and danger of combat. He reflects on how this rigorous prep not only conditioned him physically and mentally, but also grounded his portrayal in deep respect for the brotherhood and sacrifices of military personnel. The brotherhood of SEALs and soldiers, their problem-solving acumen, and emotional complexity deeply influenced his interpretation. The intense training, as brutal as it was, also helped alleviate self-doubt and build confidence to perform under pressure, paralleling the rigors of professional sports or combat itself. Taylor goes into detail about the psychological impact of deeply immersing himself in intense roles, such as playing characters with traumatic backgrounds or those navigating profound loss. He tries to stay in character as much as possible on set, which sometimes creates a challenging blur between performance and personal emotion. For example, while filming scenes of loss or death, he often carried the weight of grief from his own life, blending real and fictional mourning to bring truthful performances. He explains how the acting process can be exhausting and emotionally taxing, requiring techniques to shed characters after shooting wraps. Writing and burning letters, motorcycle trips, and long hikes are some of the rituals he undertakes to process and clear residual emotional burdens. Kitsch acknowledges the danger of actors losing themselves in roles, but embraces this immersive approach as essential to authenticity, describing it as a balance between mental toughness and vulnerability. Kitsch provides an in-depth look at his role in American Prime Evil, portraying a white man deeply integrated into Native American life, specifically the Shoshone tribe. He reflects on the cultural and emotional complexity of this character, Isaac, mourning his family loss while trying to embody an identity caught between two worlds. To prepare, Kitsch studied indigenous spiritual leaders and participated in sweat lodge ceremonies conducted by a shaman near Livingston, Montana. These experiences offered insight into native spirituality, mourning rituals, and a deeper connection to the land and tribe. The physical demands of the role were immense, including fight scenes choreographed spontaneously and filmed in frigid river water, pushing Kitsch's limits. His dedication to authenticity extended to honoring native rituals and customs, earning respect from native elders and contributing to a layered, respectful portrayal. The role was not only physically grueling, but spiritually and emotionally profound, expanding Kitsch's horizons as an actor and as a person. One of the most poignant parts of the conversation centers around Kitsch's personal struggles with his sister's battle with addiction. He recounts the harrowing journey of supporting her through multiple relapses, detox experiences, and the labyrinthine challenges of sober living programs. His transparency about the heartbreak, financial burden, and emotional toll offers a stark glimpse into the realities faced by families dealing with substance abuse. The story evolves to describe a place he founded called Howers Ridge, aimed at providing a sober environment to help addicts, especially veterans, reclaim their lives. Kitsch's reflections highlight the cyclical nature of addiction, the necessity of accountability and support, and the importance of creating safe spaces away from triggers. His experience underscores not only personal pain, but also hope, resilience, and the drive to give back through meaningful initiatives. Taylor speaks candidly about the toll playing deeply troubled or dark characters takes on his psyche. Roles like those of Kevin Carter in Bang Bang Club and David Koresh in Waco demanded intense emotional commitment and led to nightmares and emotional fatigue. He shares how inhabiting characters with traumatic, violent, or psychologically complex backgrounds forces him to confront difficult emotions and sometimes leads to personal turmoil. However, these challenges also led Kitsch to develop better self-care and emotional boundaries, especially after the role in Waco, which became a turning point in refining his acting process. His approach now balances immersion with the need to maintain his mental health, showing a mature understanding of the unique demands placed on actors involved in raw and brutal storytelling. Kitsch opens up about his experiences with public criticism and the sometimes vicious nature of online reviews and social media commentary. He notes that negative reviews and vitriol are rampant in the digital age, with little accountability or empathy from critics. This environment contrasts sharply with the earlier days of Hollywood, where fewer but more influential critiques shaped public opinion. Despite the harshness, Kitsch shares a pragmatic approach, focusing on his work and the positive reception from audiences rather than the naysayers. He acknowledges that the internet has democratized opinion, but also democratized negativity, pointing out how some projects may be unfairly judged or misunderstood in this noisy online world. A significant portion of the episode is devoted to discussing Terminalist, Dark Wolf, an Amazon Prime series based on the work of former Navy SEAL and author Jack Carr. Kitsch praises Carr's dedication to authenticity, military precision, and storytelling, attributes Carr cultivated with a clear vision from his own military experience. He describes the collaborative environment on set, surrounded by veterans and experts who ensure realism in everything from tactics to dialogue. Kitsch finds serving such a nuanced character rewarding, especially given how the show explores the complexities of warfare and personal sacrifice. The actor expresses enthusiasm for the ongoing series and respect for the people involved, highlighting how these real-life experiences elevate the narrative.